Bam! What is going on, guys? Good to see you guys here. Ron Jones in the house. Rick, OCX. Yep, we're going to be going over OCX very shortly. Stu in the house. Good to see you in here. Stu and Alex. Yo, yo, yo. Good to see you in here, Alex. We nailed yesterday AVCO, right? On the buy, right under $6. I actually didn't end up picking that one up. But that was a great call, so good work on that one, Alex. Let's go over today, guys. Tuesday, we're looking pretty good. Nice watch list here. I think we're going to narrow it down to a few really good picks, just like yesterday, right? Yesterday, guys, we nailed AWSM. Please let me know if you guys made money on that. Yesterday on AWSM, we nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Please let me know, guys. Brad in the house, another day, another dollar. Top quality count. It's good to see you in here, Jay. Alright, guys, so futures are lower this morning as investors gear up for the beginning of a two-day Fed meeting. Monday's losses were the first in 4 sessions for the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow posting its third loss in 5 trading days. So let's get right into what Rick just pointed out there, OCX. What's going on with OCX? If you guys look at the scanners right now, it's up about 100%. Why is OCX up so much? Let's pull up the chart and start taking a look and diving into this stock. OCX, they announced successful results of Determaune R&D validation study. Not really sure what all that hooba juba is. Let's take a look at what the president and CEO said about it. Because what we want to look for is pretty much some of those keywords that everybody can relate to and everybody understands. We'll pull this on down, see what's bringing in all this hype and attention. Vice President of the Research and Development of this company stated these These results serve to validate the company's immune system interrogation approach and are a significant scientific advancement in the field of liquid biopsy with 3 main achievements. First, we have demonstrated that the biological basis for this drug, that is gene expression changes within the immune system in response to cancer, can serve as a highly sensitive and accurate signal in the blood for early stage lung cancer diagnosis. So that what they're excited about here is what they've invented here, this liquid biopsy. They think they can use it to really work with a whole lot of different cancer types. And interesting enough, guys, when you get some time, look this up as well. I saw this morning. This company in Israel this morning was saying that they will have a cure for cancer this year. So read about that. It's pretty interesting. It has nothing to do with OCX, by the way. Joseph in the house. Good morning, man. Good to see you in here. So OCX, let's take a look at the chart on this one. It's up quite a bit, guys. And quite a bit. And what do most traders do when a stock is up 100%? They buy it. Why? You know, I don't know. When we first get into the market, we always, I think greed takes over. Greed takes over. When we see these things going up, we're like, let's get in it. It's going up. And what is the assistant of greed? The assistant of greed is ego. So we get into it around $4 and then it starts coming back on down, and guess what? We don't cut our loss because why? Our ego tells us we can't be wrong. This thing just came out with a great PR. It's going to go into the moon. Put your space boots on. We're going to be going to Mars. Guys, you got to take greed out of it. Got to take the ego out of it. OCX is already up 100%. Now let's take a look at the past chart history on OCX. And this is really, really important, guys. So I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say here. All right, if we pull up the yearly chart, and tell me if you guys can't see this in the chat, but I want you to be able to see the volume. Yeah, and you can't see it. So let me make this a little smaller. All right, what we want to look at here, there we go. What we want to look at is volume. So on the days on OCX when we've had a ton of volume, guess what happened on OCX? These big volume days. You see these upper shadows? So when big volume comes into the stock, what happens? We have huge upper shadows. Huge upper shadows when big volume comes into it. Yep, that big red candle looks like a pump and dump. Bingo, Alex. So when OCX gets all the hype and attention, like it is today, what happens? When it gets all this good volume, it becomes a huge upper shadow. Alright, so that's really good to look at when you're looking at the past chart history as well, guys. You want to take a look at the volume compared to, you know, that day, or, you know, those days when the stock was had all the eyes on it, because now we can see from looking at this that most of the time when it has all the volume and attention, it's going to be coming back on down. Now, can this one run further than $4, which is we're trying to right now? Yeah, it absolutely can, guys. We got to be careful, especially because a lot of brokers have shorts on it right now. It's breaking $4 right now. CMEG, Sure Trader has shorts. Guys, if you're at a different broker, can you let us know if they have shorts on OCX as well? Because if we get very overcrowded on the short side, this could become a really nice short squeeze. Because, yeah, there's a lot of shorts licking their chops to be getting into this right now on OCX. Shoot, I'm tempted to jump in right now, but you got to be smart. Got to be smart on this. We're going to let it come to us and not just jump into this right away. Alex, when this happens, I only buy extended dips on clear support. I will not take the breakouts. Yeah, exactly right, guys. Do what Alex said there. So yeah, I was honestly a little tempted right here on the chart to, let me make this full screen again. If we pull up the daily chart, yeah, I mean, this was a buy area on at 350 VWAP. It comes back under it, you know, pulls back up. This is support from pre-market. It's really difficult to be purchasing OCX when it's already up 100% though. You know, that's my main concern on it. And the fact that we looked at the past chart history, noticing, you know, the relative volume to the day, and today we are getting, this one's going to be the #1 stock today. We're getting a ton of volume on it. Is it just going to fade on off, or are there going to be a lot of opportunities on both the long and short side? I'm leaning towards there could be some opportunities on both sides, just because there are so many shorts available out there. I mean, there's going to be there could be little squeezes here and there. CMAG has them, Sure Trader has them, guys. Let me know if you're at a broker that has shorts on OCX as well, just so we can see, you know, how readily available these shorts are. So that's OCX right there. Guys, there's a lot of stocks to be looking at today. We'll go through them really quick. I know OCX is the one with all the hype and attention right now, but guys, we killed AWSM yesterday. Guess what? It had no volume on it. Please let me know if you guys banked on that. Alright, there's a few more PRs we can look at. I'm going to go ahead and cross some of them off. NVCN, I'm going to cross that one off. It was on the watch list. It's not. I don't think it's going to do anything. They received the approval to proceed with phase 2 trials. It's not even a PR. You know, phase 2 trials ask the question, does this drug work? And they get approved to proceed to that. You know, it's not one we need to be looking at. Then RCON was on the list. Let's take a look at that one. That had a PR, little bit of a gap up, 120, very tough resistance on the daily. It's hit that many times. That's a 200-day moving average as well on RCON. But they're cooperating with Sinstar Science and Technology Corporation to offer refueling prepayment through the DT Refuel app. RCON, this is a past chart ripper. If RCON does get some type of hype and volume, I don't think it will, but just throw it on your back burner list in case it does. We'll just go ahead and briefly take a look at it. RCON, look at the past chart on this. Beautiful. It's got a PR. Is it the best PR? I don't know. Who cares? This one does run 190 would be about the top if we pull up the past chart history on this. We got 190. All these upper shadows are hitting on RCON. Throw that on your watch list in case that one starts moving on up. Go ahead and mark that one off the list. Now, what's next? We can talk about ALT really quick. ALT came out with a PR as well. This one gapping up a little bit in pre-market. ALT, basically what I want you guys to pay attention to here, if this one becomes a play, is just this trend line. ALT, we want to stay above this trend line. This is the 20-day chart on it. We hit it at this lower shadow back here on a few Thursdays ago, and we've just been uptrending. Came out with the PR today, announces the presentation of Hep T cell results at the International Liver Congress in Vienna, Australia. Vienna, Australia. Someone named a city out of Vienna sausages. I don't want to go there. So guys, trend is at 310 on ALT. Just keep that one on watch. Now let's take a look at some chart setups. Short for short in the house. Good morning, man. Good to see you in here. Oh, this one, you guys are going to get a kick out of this one. I want to go over SFET. Trader Sniper, what's up, man? Good to see you. SFET, this one cracks me up, guys. You know, this one is a pump and dump. But I was taking a look at the PR this morning. Absolutely hilarious on SFET. So when we pull up SFET, the PR says, SafeT intends to acquire business proxy network cloud vendor. All right, that's the headline. So what's the first word we see? That's kind of a turnoff. Intends. They intend. Well, guess what? I intend to be a millionaire. So why are you coming out with a PR like that? And then right after that, they have parentheses that says financial terms not disclosed. And then below that, they said the proposal acquisition, if closed, is expected to significantly increase SafeT's revenue. If closed and expected, intends, first, financial terms not disclosed. Oh my gosh, guys. SFET, man. Whoever's writing these PRs needs to get fired. This is a straight pump and dump, though. If SFET starts moving on up, guys, just SFET is going to be a pump. Just keep that in mind if it gets any sort of volume. But yeah, that one was gapping up. We saw it on our gap up watch list right here, guys, with intensitystockwatch.com. It's in yellow SFET. That means it's a very low flow. That one's around $1 million in flow. So just keep that one on watch if it gets any sort of volume. Guys, I did get stopped out of VTVT yesterday. I knew I was in 2 trades. AWSM, we nailed that, and then VTVT, I was in on that one. Ended up getting stopped out at, yeah, like 279 is where I put my stop. So, I broke even on that one, VTVT. Very frustrating, and I probably shouldn't even put a stop like that. But guys, like AWSM, why couldn't I have just fallen over in a coma for a few hours? Because that one worked out great. I ended up selling on the front side of that move. But VTVT, this one is still looking good, guys. I know it's John Wilson's favorite stock to be looking at. Just messing with you. VTVT, this one, 20-day chart. We got a beautiful ascending triangle pattern. It's sitting right at the bottom of the trend. But guys, guess what? I know I'm in love with VTVT, but guys, I just trade the chart. That's it. If this one cracks the trend, I'm out. But here's something I want you to pay attention to. On VTVT, every single time it comes down to this trend, what does it do? Spike, back down to trend. Spike, back down to trend. Spike, back down to trend. Spike. Guys, what can happen today? This thing can spike. And I'm not just saying that because I love it. Just look at it. Just look at it, guys. As Ed Bassmaster says. Just look at it. This every time it comes down to this trend, spike, trend, spike, trend, spike. So that's what I'm looking at on VTVT. If we can get a spike today, Yeah, shoot, I'll take it. Back up to around 320. So 320 is going to be probably the top on it if we start seeing a spike. Yeah, there's good opportunity on it and great risk reward. You're getting in at 275. That's natural support, and it's also right off the trend line. So why wouldn't you? Yeah, I'm fine with yesterday breaking even on it. It had great potential, guys. AWSM had great potential. Banked on that one as well. So that's VT for us. I think that one's got good potential too. But OCX is the mama bear today. So we got to keep everything in tandem with OCX. Always keep OCX on watch. It's kind of like the SPY of the penny stock market today, essentially, because OCX, whatever that one does, is going to dictate where volume goes. All right. So that's OCX. Now we got a few more to look at. AWSM, this one, what's going to happen here? We got to move yesterday. You know, we didn't get all the volume on it yesterday. Not all the volume moved into it because all the volume was pretty much on AVCO. But AWSM, this one here, still has potential. I mean, it certainly has potential. This one, I would like to see it kind of drop a little bit though. So on AWSM, our trend on the chart is going to be, you know, it comes back down to like 230. But here's a good starter entry on it though. If we pull up the daily chart, we do see really solid support on AWSM around 250. Hit that once, hit that twice, 3 times, and 4 times. That one pulls back to around 250. That would be a good starter entry on it. You know, we're still above, we're still bullish on the chart. This is our first time over the 50-day in a good little while. So there's still going to be opportunity on this. I believe we might see a pullback today. That's ideal. John, what's up, man? Good morning. Good to see you here. I went over your favorite chart, VT, just a second ago. And Vic and Trader Sniper guys talking about some shorts. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work. So that's AWSM. I'd love to see a little bit of a sell-off today. You know, we'll see if that happens. For a starter entry, you know, that's the beauty of starter positions, guys. You can get in just a little bit early, you know, to really maximize your potential on these individual stocks. So that's AWSM. We went over VT and OCX, guys. OCX. Now, there's one short I'm looking at. You know, there's a few shorts. Vic is the pro on the shorts. You know, I've been eyeing this one. You guys let me know what you think. I'm not the pro here. But JD, I've been watching this one over the last few days, and I did notice, you know, every single time this one comes up to about 24 bucks, it hits it a few days and then starts dropping. Hits it a few days, drops. Hits it a few days, starts selling on off. Hits it a few days here, sells on off. So it hit it, you know, twice the last couple days. Could we start seeing a sell off there? You know, I'm interested in potentially a short on JD as well because the chart tells us every time it hits this 24 area, it starts pulling on back. But that's just what I've noticed there. Not exactly my wheelhouse. But that, you know, that's what I've noticed on the short side there. And AUDC looks like it's snapping already, Vic. Great work, guys. Maybe taking a short on OCX at 460 if it gets there, Alex. I mean, I agree, guys. That's OCX on the short side is probably my favorite because we just went over, you know, the chart and we went over, you know, how extended it is right now, 123%. And every time it goes on up, it comes back on down. My only issue is how many brokers out there have shorts for it. We got SureTrader, we got CMEG. You guys let me know. Do you have shorts for OCX as well? Because this could turn into like an AWX short squeeze. You know? An AWX short squeeze. If everybody and their mother has shorts on it. OCX can burn you quick. Account killer. Yeah, that's my concern on it. You know, obviously I'm salivating over it because this one's up so much. Here's my thing though. It's like if we're going to trade OCX, guys, predefine your risk. Predefine your risk on OCX if you're getting it. Because here's the deal. A lot of shorts are just very stubborn-headed. All right? Let's just be honest. Shorts get in at $3.50, they add at $4, they add at $4.50, they're like, it's always going to come back down. if we're going to trade OCX and we don't want to blow up our accounts, just predefine your risk. Know exactly where you're getting out before you ever get into it. That's the thing. If you just get into it saying, oh, this one's certainly going to come back down, you know, look at the past chart history. This one every single time, you know, forms a really big upper shadow and then pulls back on down. Yeah, I mean, this one, if we look at the past chart history, it always comes back down. But guys, sometimes they're an anomaly, right? I mean, some of you out there, you have kids, right? And most of the time they're perfect angels. But then sometimes, just sometimes, they might, you know, do a little something mischievous and kind of surprise you a little bit, right? I shouldn't be getting into that. Now, all your kids are perfect angels out there. I'm sorry for saying that. But sometimes there can be an anomaly on OCX. You know, that's why you got to predefine your risk. Not every single time it's going to do what it's exactly done in the past. But OCX, I will be absolutely keeping this one on watch. If you want to just pay attention to the trend here, we got, pull up the trend. You know, it looks like this is the trend we're on, which is going to be VWAP and trend line support around that 380 level. So we'll see how that's going to react at the open. But this one is getting a lot of volume in pre-market. We want to see a lot more volume coming into it, though. See how high this one can go. Higher the better, right? Higher the better. But no, I'm not interested in blowing up my account today, guys. I will be predefining my risk if I short OCX. It'll be very tight. But OCX, that one obviously is going to be the main watch. And then we got AWSM. See if that one's going to pull back, maybe do a red to green move. That would be ideal, guys. If AWSM, I don't think that one's done yet. It didn't get even a ton of volume on it yesterday. If we end up seeing a pullback, a red to green move on AWSM, that one could be huge. And then VTVT, that one's right on the trend as well. Every time it's come to the trend, that one has got a spike. So looking at the past chart history on VTVT, we could be seeing that spike today. It's getting squeezed tighter and tighter and tighter in that ascending triangle pattern as well on VTVT. Yeah, so main watch, obviously, guys, OCX. Of course, we got to keep this one on watch. But how am I finding these stocks every single day, guys? How am I finding them every single day? IntensityStockWatch.com. You guys know it already. Link in the description for you guys. 33% off on that. And then, of course, CMEG, guys. CMEG's been working tremendously. Very excited about this account. I've had one red day since I've opened up this account. That was the day I was on vacation using my phone as a hotspot. So that's that, fellas. But you guys notice the difference between a good PR like OCX and a PR like SFET. It's like the company wants to pump SFET. It's hilarious. It's like, what kind of a PR is that? Goodness gracious. That's like me coming out with a PR and saying, I intend to be a millionaire. I am expected to become a millionaire. But I'm not going to disclose any of the terms to me becoming a millionaire. I mean, that's essentially what it said. But that one's known as a pump and dump. Yeah, so we can go ahead and cross off a lot of these on our watch list. I'm not going to be watching MVCN or RCON or probably not even ALT. SFET, we'll see if that pumps. VTVT, AWSM, OCX, those are going to be the faves. The faves today. Ideally, I'd like VTVT, guys, because we'd be getting in like at the bottom on that if it does get the volume. But we gotta keep OCX on watch. If OCX just takes all the volume and attention right at the start of the day and doesn't fade on off, then the volume and attention is going to stay there. It's kind of like AWSM yesterday. That one could have been a much bigger play, but AVCO was the one that ended up getting the short squeeze. So a lot of the hype and attention was on AVCO. AVCO formed a pretty nice doji star yesterday. So if you're looking for a short, AVCO is not a bad option right there. First one on the bear scan watch list too, guys. John Wilson, VTBT lover. Hey, I'm gonna love price action. Hey, that's it. Price action is king. I'll just take a look at the chart and say this has done this is doing this. I'll trade it, and this is. I love it because on the ascending triangle, I know I don't have to say this, I've said it a million times, but it's right off the trend, guys. It's right off the trend, and every single time it's come to the trend, it's spiked. Will it do it today? It could not. You know, I'm not taking the responsibility if it doesn't. I'm just telling you what it's done in the past. Guys, we got about 5 minutes until the market opens on up. I love each and every one of you. I want the best for you guys. Intensity Stock Watch, the best scanner out there, and CMAC, guys, best offshore broker, in my opinion. Love it. Got some videos on that if you're interested in going to CMAC as well. I know some of you are gearing up, about to open up your account. Yep, Ron, all in OCX. Yeah, the guys, thank you so much for being a part of the team. My favorite part of the day, guys. And she's at work, so I can say that. Here's the deal. Some of you are just now getting started. I'll just say this real quick. We got 5 minutes. Some of you are just now getting started trading, or you might be doing it for like a year or so. Don't enjoy the process, guys. Do not try to rush it. I think that's where I and many other people fall into this category where we just expect to get rich quick without putting in a lot of work, and it's just the exact opposite. You got to put in a ton of work, and you're not going to get rich very quick. It's a process. A lot of ups and a lot of downs. I'm a country dude from North Carolina, so let me put it in terms that I can understand. You can't put this whole study process into a microwave and put it on a high for 3 minutes, all right? You got to get the crock pot out. You got to get the crock pot out and put this thing on slow heat. It's going to roast for a few years, all right? But you guys will get it. You guys will absolutely get it. The whole reason I could spot AWSM yesterday before it happened is just because I stare at charts for years, you know. This is what happens when you stare at charts for years. It'll come. You guys will get it. Thank you so much for being a part of the team, guys. We will see you all tomorrow morning, and look forward to it. Trade safe, guys. Predefined risk on OCX. I want none of you blowing up your accounts today, all right? Predefine your risk. The most important thing ever. Joseph, thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Appreciate y'all's support. Love you guys. Shore for sure. Thank you guys so much. Top quality cabinets. Yep, VTVT. So we gotta wait for, you know, see if volume's going to come into it. Volume is key on that one. The chart is beautiful, but we gotta have the volume. All right, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.